You don't need to take Ozempic to activate one of the most powerful appetite control systems in your body. Your gut already makes the hormone behind it, and it's called GLP-1. You've probably heard about it, because medications that target the GLP-1 system have transformed the treatment of obesity and type 2 diabetes. But GLP-1 isn't something pharmaceutical companies invented. Your body makes it naturally. It helps regulate blood sugar, slows digestion, and sends signals to your brain that contribute to feeling full. So, the obvious question is, can you naturally increase GLP-1? And could that help you feel more satisfied and experience fewer food cravings? But here's the catch. You can't simply eat one GLP-1 boosting food and expect the same effect as a medication. So, what actually increases GLP-1 naturally, and what is just internet hype? Let's break down the science. GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. It's a hormone produced primarily by specialized cells in your intestine after you eat, and it has several important jobs. First, it helps your pancreas release insulin when blood glucose is elevated. Second, it suppresses glucagon under appropriate conditions. Third, it slows movement of food from your stomach into your small intestine. And fourth, GLP-1 sends signals involved in appetite and satiety. This is why scientists become so interested in GLP-1 system. It's not just about food sugar. It's also a part of system that helps your body decide when you have had enough to eat. Here's where things get particularly interesting. After you eat, signals from your digestive system communicate with your brain. GLP-1 is one of the hormones involved in this gut-brain communication. It can contribute to increased feeling of fullness and reduced food intake. This is one reason GLP-1 receptor agonist medications can dramatically reduce appetite for some people. But there's an important distinction. Your body naturally produces GLP-1, but GLP-1 medications are designed to produce much stronger and longer-lasting effect on the GLP-1 receptor system. So, when someone says, just increase your natural GLP-1 and you'll get the same effect as medication, that's misleading. Natural dietary strategies may influence GLP-1 signaling, but they don't turn your body into a pharmacy. Now let's talk about one of the most practical strategies: protein. Protein-rich foods can stimulate the release of several gut hormones in human body, including GLP-1. For example, eggs, Greek yogurt, fish, chicken, beans, lentils, and tofu can be a useful protein source. But don't think of this as a simple solution. Human appetite is much more complicated than that. Protein can help because it is generally highly satisfying. It can also help you maintain muscle, especially when combined with resistant exercise. So rather than chasing GLP-1 itself, think about building satisfying meals that naturally support appetite regulation. Here's another important piece: fiber. Some types of dietary fiber are fermented by bacteria in your colon. This produces compounds called short-chain fatty acids. These compounds can interact with cells in your gut and influence the release of hormones involved in appetite regulation, including GLP-1. So what should we eat? One particular useful concept is viscous or fermentable fiber, which can influence digestion and gut microbial metabolism. Foods that are rich in this type of fiber include beans, lentils, green vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and nuts. But again, the goal shouldn't be eat fiber to hack your GLP-1. The bigger goal is much simpler. Eat more minimally processed, fiber-rich food because they are associated with better overall health and can help you make meals more filling. Dietary fat also stimulates gut hormone responses, including GLP-1. But this doesn't mean you should simply add huge amount of fat to your diet. Fat is energy dense. Instead, focus on reasonable portions of nutrient-rich sources such as nuts, seeds, avocado, olive oil, and fatty fish. And remember, healthy doesn't mean unlimited. Your overall dietary pattern matters much more than trying to maximize one hormone. Exercise is another important part of the big picture. Physical activity improves metabolic health and can influence appetite regulation. Some research suggests that exercise can affect GLP-1 responses, although the effect vary depending on the type, intensity, and timing of exercise. But here's what matters most. You don't need to exercise specifically to boost GLP-1. Exercise has enormous benefits beyond one hormone. It helps maintain muscle, it improves cardiovascular fitness, it supports insulin sensitivity, and it contributes to healthy aging. So use exercise as a health strategy, not as a hormone hack. Here's a strategy that gets far less attention than supplements: sleep. Poor sleep can disrupt appetite regulation and increase the desire for highly palatable foods. When you are exhausted, resisting a bag of chips can feel very different from when you are well rested. So if you are trying to improve appetite control, don't just ask, what can I eat to increase GLP-1? Ask, am I sleeping enough? Because healthy appetite regulation depends on much more than one hormone. So let's put everything together. If your goal is better appetite regulation, focus on these fundamentals. Number 1, eat enough protein. Include a quality protein source in your meals. Number 2, increase dietary fiber. Prioritize vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Number 3, choose minimally processed foods more often. Whole foods generally provide more protein, fiber, and micronutrients per calorie. Number 4, exercise regularly. Especially include resistance training to preserve muscle. Number 5, sleep consistently. Don't underestimate the effect of sleep on appetite. And number 6, don't chase supplements. There is no magic food or supplement that will reproduce the effect of prescribed GLP-1 medications. So, can you naturally increase GLP-1? Yes, certain foods and lifestyle factors can influence GLP-1 secretion and signaling. But here's the important part. You cannot naturally reproduce the pharmacological effects of GLP-1 medications simply by eating one particular food. And you don't need to. The better strategy is to build a lifestyle that supports your entire appetite regulation system. Protein, fiber, whole foods, exercise, sleep, and sustainable eating pattern. These strategies can help you feel more satisfied without turning your diet into a complicated hormone experiment. If you found this helpful, subscribe for evidence-based health videos explained simply by a doctor. And if there's a health topic you've always wanted explained without the myths, leave it in the comments. I might cover it in the next video.